If you ain't first, you're last.
Oh, hell, Ricky, I was high when I said that.
Good morning. I'm a little stuffed up, but I just took some allergy meds, so hopefully that should clear up soon. Future, how you doing? Oh, morning. Surviving the last day of the heat wave. You guys have a heat wave. And you can schedule how long it is. I'm impressed. It's been hot. I think we're in for like 3 days of cooling down, but I don't think it's gonna last. Yeah, it got up to 94, but humidity makes it feel hotter. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the humidity to make it hotter. I just have like 113 weather. So that's it. That's all there is. I create my as soon as I walk outside, I create my own humidity because I immediately start sweating and I fucking have like this layer of liquid that just gravitates in all the crevices like fucking a small lake on a moon. Just like it doesn't matter what angle it's at, it's just like it manages to just create like a a slight bit of depth, just fucking almost like a puddle shaped to my ass. Just there. Just swamp ass all the time. I am my own 90% humidity. I don't need all the weather to be, you superhuman. I embody humidity at that point. My own atmosphere develops, and then um, a small ecosystem starts to develop in my armpits. It's just how it is when you're in Vegas. Yeah. I saw you got your USB controller. That's cool. You're excited? Does the metal and the piercings heat up more? I don't notice. I couldn't say for sure, but I never notice. Uh, das ist gut, ja. Das ist gut, yes. Uh, uh, you listen to Fear Factory. I fucking and then downward spiral. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like 9 Inch Nails is more straight industrial, whereas like Fear Factory is more industrial metal. like they're more metal first, and then you have the industrial like elements. Good band though. I'm a huge old school Fear Factory fan. I mean, I still like their newer stuff. They got a new singer. I'm not a big fan of. Star. I'm a big fan of Burton's voice. Burton is the singer for Fear Factory. I think he has a really good scream, and then when he sings, I love how like deep and powerful it is. That's what she said. And plus, they were like one of the earlier success stories on how to do it. You know, there were a lot of bands early on that shied away from mixing the melodic and the heavy. Well, Demanufacture, yeah, I want to. Yeah, I think that was 95 because I almost said 92, but I think that's Soul of a New Machine, which is the record before that. Obsolete, though. Obsolete, dude. That record. Now, the further you get into their discography, the more they change. Like, after Obsolete was Digimortal. Digimortal, they had kind of hit this point of mainstream fame. So they got big. They're fucking the song Linchpin hit the radio and fucking so there's a lot more melody on Digimortal, like Invisible Wounds, Dark Bodies, stuff like that. So there's a lot more on that. And then when you get even further, so after Digimortal, it was Archetype. Archetype had a bunch of more melodic stuff on it. And then Transgression. So the band was basically so after Digimortal, Dino, the guitarist, parted ways with the band. He was the founding guitarist. And I'm not saying that it was an amicable part. I'm just saying this diplomatically. The band and Dino parted ways. They brought in, and then the bassist Christian moved over to guitar, and then they brought in Byron Stroud to play bass. So that's when they recorded Archetype, which was a solid album. Archetype is a solid album. And then they did Transgression. Now, Transgression is probably the most melodic Fear Factory album ever. And that's because Burton was going to leave. He was going to leave the band. And he was going to be doing another project called The Ascension of the Watcher, which is kind of like a personal thing for him, which is less metal and more ethereal. And the band, to give their blessing, had offered him, if my history serves me right, don't quote me, if my history serves, I believe they had offered to like help support this project, and there was a whole bunch of melodic material that they were going to kind of like give him for Ascension, and then they ended up recording the Transgression record. Now, I'm not saying Transgression is a bad record. I love that record. I don't know if it's a Fear Factory record, but I do love the record. It has some of my, like a couple of my favorite Fear Factory songs on it. But Transgression, due to legal reasons, is hard to fucking find. I have tracks for it, but it's like, as far as I know, it's not on any streaming. And then after Transgression, it was a return to form, because at some point after Transgression, Burton did finally leave the band. Is it? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, hold on, let me see. Well, you guys actually might even have it out there. Because the legal issues with Transgression are in the US for distribution. Transgression and Archetype were signed with a different distributor in Europe and UK. Oh god, and I lost my music. So I want to say that like Warner Brother has control over that in Europe, but the company that held the distribution in the US, I want to say it went out of business, and it's been like a legal battle for years over over trying to get the streaming rights for it. Even though Dino, because after Transgression and the band's, so, you know, Burton left, years later, Burton and Dino, right? Burton and Dino got back together, and then they started Fear Factory. And then it turned into a huge legal battle between Raymond Herrera, who is the drummer, and Christian Old Wolbers, who was the original bassist and guitarist. So it was a battle again from 2-2 over who owned the band, who could use the name, all this stuff. It went on for years. And drained like everybody's bank account. I believe Dino ended up winning. Due to a technicality, I believe, is over the fact that the guys didn't renew their trademark. So Dino, after years and years, ended up winning. And then even in the after that, years and years and years, because during those years, Dino and Burton made 4 albums as Fear Factory. Hold on. Mechanize? Mechanize, Industrialist. What was the newer one? I can't remember what the new. Hold on, I have to look it up now. So they did. Oh, Genexus. That was them. Okay, so they did Mechanize, and then the Industrialist, Genexus, and then the last one they did was Aggression Continuum. And that was the last record that Burton did with Dino before they parted ways, because over the legal stuff, Dino now owns the name completely, 100%. Nobody else but Dino owns Fear Factory, and because of that, Burton felt betrayed. And said that he could no longer work with somebody that he did not trust. Yeah, so Burton left the band, and they ended up bringing somebody else in. This guy named Milo Silverius. He's from Italy, I think. He's not bad, but he's just not Burton. Like, that's all I can say is he's just not Burton. And it hurts my feelings. No, I've met like all those guys. I've played with, because Dino had other projects as well. He was in he has a Mexican death metal band called Asesino, and then he had another band that he started with Tommy Vex. It's called Divine Heresy. Dim has opened up for Divine Heresy, Asesino, and Fear Factory so many times, I think I've lost count. Right? Dino is really good friends with my ex-guitarist. And then he liked Wes's vocals. He'd actually said that if he had known that, you know, Wes could do the vocals the way he would, he might have recruited him for Divine Heresy. And then one time, Dino told me and my wife, he said, "When are you guys going to have babies? You guys are going to have beautiful babies." Dino's a pretty nice guy. He's signed a few of my records, but he's a really nice guy. He's just shrouded with controversy though, all the time. I think he's got just like a black cloud of legal trouble that follows him everywhere. But now that he owns, you know, pretty much everything his new Fear Factory, there's only 2 records that he didn't play on, and he kind of actively just doesn't. I don't want to say he doesn't care about them, because he does actually play a couple songs off of Archetype, even though he had nothing to do with the record. But he's been hounded by fans for years about Transgression and Archetype being, you know, on Spotify and shit in America. And he's basically said at this point his hands are tied because he can't get a hold of him. But I don't think he has any interest in playing a lot of those songs because he had nothing to do with them. Anyway, now that I've given you a brief but not important history of, you know, Fear Factory, there's much more details, but we don't have to get into all that. Today, and that was today's, you know, quick but unsolicited, you know, what is it? What do you call it? Lack of detail, or I don't know, brief, but is Nine Inch Nails just Trent Reznor? Basically. There have been plenty of people involved in Nine Inch Nails over the years. But at the end of the day, Nine Inch Nails is pretty much Trent Reznor. Because, I mean, you've had Danny Reinholder, Charlie Closer, Richard Patrick from Filter actually played guitar for Nine Inch Nails before he started Filter. Fucking what's his face from Marilyn Manson actually played. I can't think of his name right now. I know his real name's Geordie White, but he went by a different name. He went by a different name in Marilyn Manson for a long time. Let me pull it up. Oh, Twiggy. I don't have to look it up. It's Twiggy. Twiggy, who was, Manson's bassist for a long time, played in Nine Inch Nails for a short period of time. But yeah, Nine Inch Nails is, for the most part, it's Trent Reznor. He brings on other musicians that what is it? I've heard it said that he's not going to ask you to do anything. Trent Reznor, I forget who it was who said it, but it's like whenever he would bring somebody in, he had somebody point out like, "Hey, Trent isn't going to ask you to do or play anything that he can't do himself." The problem is that Trent Reznor can do a fucking lot. Yeah, you need touring musicians. That's what it comes down to. But yeah, he's had plenty of touring musicians. I mean, I think Josh Freese has been fucking, was in his band for at one point. Played drums. Fucking. Currently, right now, I believe it's Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross who does all the stuff. Those are like the two guys. I think Atticus Ross has kind of been his right hand man since like the 2000s or something. I don't know. At the end of the day, though, yeah, it's him. It's he's had a ton of people come and go, but it's gonna be him. It's always gonna be him. I think he's tried to end Nine Inch Nails on more than one occasion. He actually did a yeah, tracking is just another term for recording. He did Trent Reznor had a group with his wife after because he disbanded. He tried to retire Nine Inch Nails years ago. And then he started a band with his wife called How to Destroy Angels. Which was good. How to Destroy Angels was pretty awesome. But I don't know if he's still married to her or I don't know. Like some fucking petite Asian girl. I can't remember if he's still married to her or not. I don't think he's a Satanist. I think he's an atheist, actually. Go away and say you disappoint me. But Trent Reznor's worked with like a ton of people at this point. Um, he he produced a record by Halsey, which I think is just fucking like I think it's dope when you know. So I don't really call Trent Reznor a musician. I consider Trent Reznor one of the most important composers of our generation. Um, because he did it differently, you know. Um, don't get me wrong, he's absolutely a musician, but when it comes down to it, he, like I said, he did it differently, you know. Whereas, like, he found anything was an instrument, you know, like anything that dude gets his hands on, he can turn into a musical instrument, whether it's fucking. There's a song on um one after now we're viral. Starfuckers. God, why can't I remember shit? Must be getting old. I want to see it. The Fragile. Fucking dumb shit. There's a song on The Fragile. It's called Where Is Everybody? I think is what the song is called. And when you listen to it, there's like a bunch, it's like almost like all the instruments are out of tune. Yet he's playing them so that it didn't matter. I don't know, it's such a trip. And then whereas like most people use technology as a crutch, he uses it as like a tool, you know? Like he uses it as an instrument itself. The guy fascinates me, but I just see him less as a musician and more as a composer because of his ability to use any sound uh or instrument to his advantage. I'm trying to see if he's still fucking married to what's her face. Oh, yeah, so she's Filipino. I guess. Oh, Jesus. I didn't realize he had so many kids. He got 6 kids. God damn. What's up, Spartan?
My man.
Who knows? Probably. That's usually there's usually a statistic there, you know. But yeah, let's see. So he's fucking. Ooh, yeah, I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Someday you'll join us. He's done a lot of movie fucking um done a lot of movie soundtracks like scores. Social Network, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Gone Girl, Bird Box, Watchmen, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know about that one. And like I said, I love that he produced an album for Halsey. I thought that was awesome because I am a big Halsey fan. I think she's great. I think she's a fantastic artist, great singer. Is this weird melancholy way of delivering her vocals, but you know, so for her to do a record with him, I was just like, holy shit, that's cool. Although I've always wondered if Halsey would do like a like a metal record or whatever. There's artists out there that do fucking crazy cool shit when it comes to like mixing with rock. There was during one of the European MTV Music Award things, there was Doja Cat did a metal rendition of one of her songs. And I saw it and I heard it and I was all, holy fuck, bro. Like, this chick could do metal. Like if she had the right band behind her all the time. And I don't mean like screaming. I mean like she could do melodic metal because that's what it was. She had a metal band behind her, but she was doing her vocal ability would allow for her to do that. And it was pretty dope. And I think there's quite a few artists that could make that crossover if they really, really wanted to. No, you want to hear another? So here's another little music story for you. So, in the late 90s, early 2000s, there was a behind the scenes project that was happening but never came to fruition. This is well documented, right? So it's not like there's anything that fucking it's not like there's it's like it's not a well kept secret. It was a secret at the time, but due to decisions by other artists, it fell apart. So there was a project. I don't know if it would have turned into something else, but it was called Tapeworm, and it was led by Trent Reznor. It was supposed to be like a huge like collaboration project. So I sort of, not really a super group, but a huge collaboration. I mean, we had Maynard James Keenan from Tool. We had Richard Patrick. We had Danny Lohner. So most of the guys that were probably involved in, Nine Inch Nails in the 90s and, 2000s were all involved. But then you had like Phil Anselmo from Pantera, Phil and Dime from Pantera. I said, yeah, Maynard James Keenan from Tool and Perfect Circle, Tommy Prong, fucking Chris Verena, fucking Eric Schroed. I can't think of his name. Alex from Atari Teenage Right. So it was gonna be this big thing, right? And there were songs written, there were songs I want to say tracked. So what ended up happening is Maynard was on tour with A Perfect Circle. And they covered a Tapeworm song before it was released. Covered, right? They didn't like record it. Well, there are recordings of it, but they're live recordings. And eventually it did turn into another song. But originally when it happened, it was at a show. This was before, we recorded every single thing. But they played it live at a show. It was a song called Vacant. A Perfect Circle played it. And a fan recorded it, and it made its way around the internet. Because of that, Trent Reznor killed the project. Now, the song Vacant eventually became Passive. The song Passive, which is actually like one of A Perfect Circle's more well-known tracks. It was on the Constantine soundtrack. So the song eventually became Passive. It was originally called Vacant. It was supposed to be for Tapeworm. And yeah, so it fell apart. Although I will say I like the Vacant version of the song better because it's heavier. The version that became Passive felt a little tamed down. And then eventually Maynard with his other project Pucifer on one of the EPs, C is for please insert sophomoric genitalia reference here. That's actually the name of the EP, just so you know. There was a song on it called Potions. Potions was going to be a Tapeworm song, but he did it for Pucifer for Trent Reznor's birthday. But man, after hearing the original Vacant, the Perfect Circle cover of Vacant, I should say, after hearing that, I think we were robbed. I'm sad that the project did not continue because I thought Vacant was pretty fucking dope. Ugh. Oh yeah, cue for later. What Tool albums to listen to? All of them. You're asking the wrong fucking guy. Tool is my favorite band ever, so all of them. What genre are they? Tool is Tool. No. I want to say it's I don't want to say it's metal, but it has metal elements. It's more like progressive rock. Just because they have a lot of fucking different elements to them, you know, so they're kind of progressive more than anything. But I always hesitate to call them metal because, I mean, they are heavy in some fashions, but they're not metal in the same fashion that a lot of other stuff is, I guess. I'm trying to think of what else I have music wise to talk about today. I just gave you a bunch of history that on a bunch of bands that do I ever get sick of listening to music? No. No. In fact, I'm mad that I don't listen to it like I used to. When I was a kid, I think that's all I did. Like there was always music playing all the time, and as a teenager, it only got worse. And then as you know, as an adult, my early adulthood, same thing. I was just always listening to music. When I started dating, though, I wasn't listening to music as much, you know, as I did because you have to, you know, you're hanging out, you're spending time with a person, and then you're married, you know, you're spending time with a person, and then you have a kid, you're spending time with a person. And I absorb music differently. I don't like to just put music on in the background. I like to listen to music. It's hard. That's why it's like sometimes it's hard for me to do. There's certain things I can do. Like if I can just shut down, or I shouldn't say shut down, but if I can just zone out and work on something that I don't need to concentrate on, something that I just am able to do,
then I can listen to music, no problem. But if I have to, like, consistently and actively put a lot of thought into something, like writing, or like I said, I'm with my wife or something, like I I can't put the I can't put the music on. I was wondering what you meant when you said that nice voice. What are you talking about? I haven't done anything. Should have known it's dark.
Awaken was here. She used to get me all the time when I first started using voice mod. Boom, just like slammed me fucking when I least expected it, hitting me with the fucking the voice changer. Hi Dark, how are you? It's going okay. It's been a long time. I hope you're well. I never see you around these parts these days. Yeah, Future was saying you guys are going through a heat wave over in the UK. Time off work. Okay. I wish I had more time off. Yeah, it's kind of hot here. It's been consistently over 100 degrees. I was discussing it earlier because Future was saying that over there it's yeah, the high humidity makes you feel hotter, and I was explaining to him that we just are consistently over 100 Fahrenheit. So as soon as I walk outside, I am humidity. All right, I don't need I don't need the humidity in the weather. As soon as I walk outside, I grow my own atmosphere, and I am in fact the embodiment of humidity. I have a small pond that forms around my asshole, and I am just sloshing around. Everywhere I go. Yeah. Basically, I just squish as my thighs are like as I'm walking, I had to venture out today and grab weekly food shop. Was it fun? Yeah. Fucking anything that involves going outside sucks right now. In fact, I have to go out after stream today. So when because I'll be done in about an hour. I'm about to start the game, but whenever I fucking go out, I have to go outside. Yeah. Humidity. If Homer's neighbor Ned Flanders named himself a rapper similar to P. Diddy. See, I like rain and storms. Rain and storms are good. Water. Give me all the rain and storms. God, I wish we get when we get lightning storms. Then I'm mad because there's no rain, but there's all the thunder and lightning. Sadly, not the weather. Oh, from a band mode states. I didn't know he hated Fleetwood Mac. That's funny. And that's from I know the song. There's actually this girl on YouTube, Lainey Gardner. She does an amazing cover of that song. Oh fucking there you go. I love that chick's version of it. I'm curious actually, now I need to check. I can't remember if it has a version on the old streamers. Oh yeah, it's there on the streamings. She's got a great voice, so it's all chef's kiss. All right, let me get this game going. Being dad, me and Moon adopted a baby, so she's just she's almost 10 months now, so that's been it's been a very fulfilling 10 months. The baby's great. She's so awesome. She's crawling and standing and laughing. She's smiling. Oh man, when she smiles. It's a beautiful thing. It scares me to death because every day I'm trying to picture 5 years into the future how I don't fuck this kid up. How do I not fuck this kid up? Because she's so perfect and happy right now. Like, how do I not ruin this person? Because I'm fucked up. That's what it comes down to. I am fucked up. But she's just absolutely beautiful. And other than that, working, I've had to change jobs a couple times because, one company laid me off, and then I moved to another company, and then that company shut down after I was with them for 2 years. moved to this other company, and now I'm trying to. My buddy is trying to start his own company for like business consultation. So right now I'm just doing marketing videos for him, but he also does all kinds of like software design and stuff like that. So he's trying to like bring me in. So I'm trying to learn a bunch of stuff so I can do that because it'll be much better money and I'll be able to work from home most of the time. So I'm just like trying to make those adjustments. While still doing all that while still maintaining some kind of life, I guess. How you been? You just been working? Lots of work. I have a question that I want to ask you, Dark. I don't want to get too personal. So you don't have to answer it. I was just curious. Did you and Digi have a falling out? You don't have to get into detail. Yes or no is just fine. Or nothing at all. You can just tell me to fuck off. I don't care. I'm just curious because I've been in his streams and I realized that you weren't there. No, did you and Digi have a falling out? Yeah, Digital Frost. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to know anymore. I don't need to know anymore. I was just curious because I used to go into his streams and I would always see you, and then I've been to his streams recently, and your name never comes up. He doesn't talk about you or anything like that, and you're never around. So I was just like, where did Dark go? So I was just curious. I figured I would just ask you straight out. No, you're fine. No, I I haven't asked him about it. I didn't. I figured eventually I'd probably come across you at some point, and I would just ask you rather than. And like I said, even if you had said, "Hey, I don't want to talk about it," then I would just be like, "All right, cool." It was just curious. I was like I said, I just so used to seeing you in there, and then you disappeared. So yeah, for sure, I will. I'll do. I So to be honest, I never really bugged you on Discord because I thought maybe you always talked about that other thing, other program that I can't remember the name of. So I assume the reason I never saw you on Discord is because of that. There's so many so many people of the streamer, like so many of the different streamer like ecosystem, like of like everybody's like split and gone their own way. But I'm over here just like I just want to be friends, guys. Just want to be friends. Oh, do I need to move this? Hold on. I do need to move it. Holy fuck, it was like way off. Why didn't anybody tell me? I only use Discord now, but I use. Okay, well, good to know. I mean, how do you not jam to that? That's fucking. I can't remember if I did it. I really wish I could get my joystick to work. Probably need to throw me an ad as I had hard locks. Okay. It says you're not accepting friend requests. Spelled just like this channel. You spelled it a little off there, but yes. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Ain't seen you around much. Shows I got a new notification, but I don't see you in my list.
Thank you for the resub bag on these
Send me a message. Actually, there we go. Now I can see it. Boom, got you now. Yeah. All right. Now let's try. Yeah, I missed you on your birthday there, Ag. How you been? You don't call, you don't write. How's the wife? How's the kids? You did not stream. Well, I mean, you're busy making all them abs, you know. Uh-oh. Oh no! He hurt me! I think I got a boo-boo! You sold another one. Another one what? What did you sell another one of? Didn't I get another gun? I thought I got another gun. Oh, I did. It's just your apps. You sold another of your apps, and it's like Netflix, but isn't? How did you? Wait, what? I'm so confused. You sold a Netflix knockoff? How does Netflix feel about that? And how did you get the rights to so many movies? It's a reviewing app. Then it's not like Netflix. You fucking fibber. Could be modified with add-ons to add them. I think me and you need to establish what saying something is like. Because saying something's like Netflix and then be like, oh, it's a reviewing app, like, that's not the same thing. And I don't know who told you that it was, but they lied to you, my friend. How long have you been using that in your life? Well, it is like Netflix when you add the add-ons. Fucking Netflix doesn't need to be added on. It's Netflix. Eva. Oh, hold on. Are any of my girl voices working now?
Eve. Eva.
It is legal on what I put out. I never said you were a liar or a criminal. I was just saying. I don't know what I was just saying.
Hold it right there. Stop. In the name of love, before you break my heart. My body's getting hot again. My body's so hot. It's so hot. Let's pick a different word for her. Let's go with rooting.
I was out this little wolf. Need yes. Ha 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 ha. Air's ready to take me out just like herself. Oh yeah. Girl on girl action. Well, even if you do have more people with you, they just burn, right?
Everyone else but you. You are... Oh, wrong voice. Tell me, Eve, why? Why me? Why am I the only one?
You'll find out eventually, or deeper. Like, does it sound better deeper? You'll find out eventually. Even if you don't understand, don't worry. Your mitochondria will. They've always known. I'm going to give you some time to think, and some time to evolve. And the day shall arrive when you will awaken.
I bet she gives crazy hand jobs. Mucus hands. I wonder if there's like a level of mucuscosity between. Like, she just adjusts it, you know? So it's like, it's kind of mucusy, but it's still kind of solid to get the, like the fucking... I can't even grab my fucking... I can't even do it. Too fat. No! Madison. Fucking thing's gonna kill me, bro. Bro. No! Fucking cracking hater and shit. Level up! Power of blood mutation. Oh. Parasite powers have evolved. Slew. Oh look, I got a new vest. I can't even voice that, it's just silence.
When I will awaken. Just tell me what you want, Eve.
Just tell me what you want. We're live in front of Carnegie Hall, which has become a scene of complete chaos. Miss, you're the sole survivor of this horrible ordeal, correct? Until now, this combustion theory has been acknowledged only by occult enthusiasts.
Please, just leave me alone.
This incident happened to take place on Christmas Eve of all nights. I'd like to represent the citizens of the city and interview you exclusively. Are you crazy, Jim? Did you get that on tape? Swear, buddy.
Daniel.
Sorry, I'm late, Dave. Hey, you okay? That was really something that happened back there.
Yes. But my date.
Heard from a cop that his boyfriend ran out of there like a wuss. Sorry your date didn't go well.
It's not like that. I had him escort me because he kept pestering me for a date.
Yeah, but of all places, the opera? There's a story. So, why the opera, huh? Is that the in thing right now?
Saw the ad in the paper. I don't know. Just caught my eye.
Don't tell me you were on this case. So you finally got some cop instinct in you, huh?
Instinct. Daniel, shouldn't you be with your son? It's Christmas Eve.
He knows his dad's a cop, my boy understands. Anyway, to change the subject, I heard things from people who were there. But this is one hell of an incident, huh?
Mitochondria. Symbiosis. When was I in the hospital?
Hey, Anna, you asleep? Well, don't blame you. After what you've been through tonight. Fucking show me your titties, bitch.
I'll start it with the incident. People will eventually forget and go on with their lives. But I will never forget it. It was pure terror. I should be using Aya's voice, apparently. It was also 6 days filled with familiar memories. I should be speaking in a female voice right now, because she's the narrator, and not me.
Will you save your progress? Why, yes. Yes, I would like to save my progress. And just for gigs and shits. Giggles and shits and shits and shits. Giggles and gits and shits. The old save state button. Hey, are you okay? You ought to be resting.
Wish I could, but I'm the only one who knows what happened last night.
I've been gathering some info on Melissa. She's got no relatives and no close friends. She was sick often, always on some kind of medication. The people at the opera said they were amazed she could even stand on stage. Her apartment burned down right after the incident, so we have no info on her medication. So what's this spontaneous combustion stuff all about?
It wasn't exactly spontaneous. people were actually set on fire.
Oh, come on. What, like one of those CSP things?
That's the best way to describe it for now.
A ESP, huh? Well, I'm not buying it. But if you're right, how are we supposed to deal with something like that? I believe after all, it's the only witness so far. But if you're gonna take on a suspect like that, you better ask Baker for a better sidearm. Worst voiceovers ever. I have an old man. Hold on. What's he sound?
What's he say? Oh shit, I don't need all that background bullshit. I read your report. God damn. I read your report. Still hard to believe, but we can't deny all those deaths. We're gonna go all out to solve this case. Make sure you're well equipped. Go down to the weapons department and give this permit to Torres. He'll help you out.
I have a mod permit. I'm a woman.
Do you have anything interesting on your desk, sir? I'm a detective. I need to investigate all your shit. Come on. I know you got something interesting around here. We're fucking Squaresoft's answer to Resident Evil. Should have important things. Important puzzly things. Oh, shitty coffee. Yeah, but if you're right, how are we supposed to deal with something like that? I already said that earlier, so I don't know why you're coming to me. I'm just gonna repeat myself. ESP, well, I'm not buying it. I already said this too. I don't know why you keep talking to me. Okay, good to know. The phone's working. Just repeat myself. I have nothing special to say. There we go. Hey, you better put on your vest. You can't be too careful. You're right, I do have a vest. I should put my vest on. Oh, I have a stronger vest. Open up these fucking... fucking asshole. I was just burst in the door thinking he fucking runs the place. At least it's mine. Cruising through the city at night. Shit. Crazy shit. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ee. Ee, ah. Ooh, ah. Ee, ee. Ooh, ooh. Ah. The ooh, 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 ah. Ooh. Yeah, you better fucking type, bitch. What a case to have on Christmas, huh? You're a big fucking help, Andy. She runs like Garth Marenghi. Boo ba ba boom ba ba boo bee boo bee ba ba boom ba ba boo bee doo boo boo ba ba doo bee boo ba ba doo ba ba doo bee doo bee. Oh, sorry, only authorized personnel getting past here. But I wipe my own ass. I wipe my own ass. Got you pulled up on the PC while I go outside for the kiddos' birthday party. Yeah, but Franco, I appreciate you. Is this where I came? Squirting all over the hallway? You're not missing much today, Savage. I'm gonna be leaving here in like 20 minutes because I have band practice. And I appreciate you coming in hard. I think I have just enough. Just enough to drop my controller. What is going on here? Oh my god. do 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 bum bum boom bum doo me boo doo 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 doo. Hey yo, bitch. The weapons department? You didn't hit your head last night, did you? It's right downstairs. I'm super blunt, but I've got a hat, so I'm important. Littering ends, littering ends, littering ends. Wish I could give her a nice Christmas dinner. I just love to watch them. I always come here after my shift to relax. Poopy, poopy, oh poopy. Oh no, boo boo, bojo, boo boo, bojo, boo boo. What up, UK superstar? You're coming inside my imagination. Welcome to my dark place. Look at all these guns. Alright, I have my CCW. Fucking rack me up, bitches. Hey there, good looking.
Cut the crap, Wayne. There's Torres. That Baldy, who knows? So, what'll it be? Shotgun? Rocket launcher?
Yeah, sir. Danny, like you are the reason why guns won't disappear from this country. Get your ass back to weapons storage. You're far from ready to be handing any guns out. Okay, sheesh. As far as the man, I think it's
Torres, I need some equipment.
For last night's scare, I heard it was quite a mess. But as long as cops rely on guns, criminals will too. It's a vicious cycle. I hate to hand a weapon to a young cop like you, but I hear this isn't your ordinary crook. Guess I can't send you off empty. You can wrap your hands around my cock. Here, this is the most powerful gun I can allow you to have. Captain Baker already notified me. Show me your modification permit again. Which gun? Oh no. All set. But just remember, cops own guns for protection. Don't let the guns up. Psst. Don't tell Torres, but you can use your tool to tune up your guns. You can resurface or rearrange equipment parameters and added effects to tweak your equipment. I can show you some cool tune-up techniques. Let's see, the tune-up icon. Using the tool item, you can add or remove parameters and added effects to your weapon and armor to create your customized equipment. If you remove an add effect from the equipment will disappear. Number of add effects that can be attached to a piece of equipment is determined by the number of slots on that equipment. You can increase the number of slots by getting your equipment modified at the NYPD department. A lot of those words not enter my screen as those words at first. Oh, you got it? Excuse me. You can never have too much, or trust me, you can never have too much fireball. Of course, can't use them without bullets, so you better make sure you always have your club, just in case, you know. Now, why don't you leave the stuff you don't need with me? Alright, what time is it? I gotta start rounding up. Yeah. We're cops. Investigating shit. Fuck yeah. This shit. Right here. I guess we're leaving. Nothing else around here. Who the fuck is you?
Hey there, you lost?
I was looking for a voice. Ah.
Ben?
Daddy!
So this is Ben.
Ben, this is it. Now, what are you doing here? Want to do a cute? Yeah.
Here.
Tickets? Oh yeah, the concert. Sorry, son. Daddy's real busy today. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Fine.
Ben? Guess every kid needs a mother.
That's not true. I was raised by my father too after my mother died. I'll always be here for him. Yeah.
Yes, well, his mother's still alive. She's just a dirty bitch. Alright, I'm gonna save this. Okay. Sorry, I have to cut it short today. I had band practice, so I appreciate that you guys came and hung out. Dark, I was happy to see you. Appreciate you throwing bits at my voice. All I ever ask is you come follow the channel and hang out with me and chat with me while we do our chats, and chat with me while I'm playing the game, or don't. I'm a pro alert channel. You can just stare at my dumb face while I say dumb things while I'm playing dumb games. But if in the event you would like to do more for the channel, you can always give bits, sub. You can give subs. You can pick up some merch from the old merch store. I do have new shirts. There is the Pussy Patrol Commander, and who doesn't want to throw rose petals at these tits? Crop top. So, check those out if that's what you're into, or get some old favorites like the every facial is a baptism shirt. Anyway, or if you'd like to, you can. If you're an Ubisoft gamer, you can go to store.ubisoft.com and use that right there. You use Feral Realism at checkout, and that helps me out. Or if you want to save some money on some games, you can go to Loaded. Use the link in the chat or the banner and the channel and save you guys some money on some brand new games, newer games, more play games. Like I said, I picked up Flintlock for like $5 on the deluxe version. So just make sure you go and check it out. They always have all kinds of sales and stuff. So there's a good chance that you're going to save some money on some games, and you're going to get a bigger cut than I am. So really, you're the winner. You are the winner, sir. You can also donate to the channel if you want. I also have a throne down below if you want to check that out. It's all stuff for the channel, so it's not like you're like buying me a fucking brand new dildo or anything. It's all just games and equipment to make the channel better. And because that's really what it's all about. Everything you put in the channel goes right into the channel. I'm using it for games, equipment, and support of other streamers. I'm not using it for to help sharks get jobs as window cleaners. And then if you want, so the donate, I do kind of use that for personal reasons. I might use it to help with some leftover adoption expenses, stuff like that. If you would like to use your Prime sub, you can always throw that here too. I will gladly take it. If in the event, or if you would like to find me on the socials, you can use that link right there. It takes the FBIG, TikTok, YouTube, Kick, all the stuff with my band pages, all of it's there. And then if you would like to find me on the Discords, you can use any one of those right there. Those are all Discords I'm a part of. All right. That I'm in on and hanging out in. Most of them are teams. That top one though is my personal Discord, however. So it's the best way to keep up with me. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? How am I doing it? What time am I doing it? Also general for conversation, memes, talking about games, talking about shows, share artwork, photography, clips, selfies, porn, food porn, dreams, vent, all that stuff. It's all there. But if you don't want to deal with my shit and you just want to find some really cool communities that I'm a part of, I am a member of the Savage Nation, which is representative of the Royal Court, presided over by Savage Queen. Always savage, never average. Wonderful community. If you're a streamer and you're trying to build your audience, or maybe you're looking for streamers to watch, or maybe you're just trying to find some people to game with, great community. I'm also a member of the Mockley Crew, which no longer has Discord. Grub Stubbs, no Discord, and he's pretty much retired, but I'm rocking the team till the wheels fall off. There's also the Players Club, founded by Hag on This. Everything you're looking for in a stream you can find at the Players Club. They got streamers to do horror games and adventure games and fighting games, racing games, sports games, shooters, survival, first person, third person, free games, cozy games, free games, bowl games, free games. Come find your favorite streamer in the Players Club today, and you can get straight to the hot tub if you use that link that is in the chat. I'm also a member of the Negative Zone, led by Typo Gamer. It is the streaming space between the streaming spaces. Make sure you bring fresh underwear for travel. There's also the Mighty May Squad. It is the mightiest squad to patrol the streaming airwaves, led by the marvelous Lomas May, there to help you with all your streaming goals. Be sure to check it out. And then check out Mac Daddy's Thumb as he brings the Mac Pack from out the back, Jack. So fun stuff. Just communities and great streamers that I am a part of. All right, let me get you a quote, and we'll get out of here. Oh, let's see. Who's on? We're gonna go over to Shatter Miss Nothing. She's playing. What is she playing? Call of Duty Warzone. All right. I'll be back tomorrow, where I will be starting my first ever playthrough of Elden Ring. So this will be the first time I've ever played Elden Ring. So anyway, I know it's gonna be complete fucking, I don't even want to say mayhem. I think mayhem insinuates that I will actually do any kind of well. All right, here's your quote for today. A legacy isn't built in extraordinary months alone. It is forged by ordinary days when you chose purpose over comfort, hope over doubt, and one more life. And one more step over standing still. Sorry. All right. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, much love.